Good morning, Professor RSK.
Good morning, my learner. How are you?
I am blessed and highly favored. Professor, please, we have a free class and we decided to invite you to teach us. Sir, please, will you be able to honor our invitation?
Yes, this is a good idea because we have a lot to learn. Let us go.
Yes, sir.
The class reported to school earlier than the scheduled time for reporting.
Yes, sir. We are preparing seriously towards our examination.
That is great.
Sir, please, what will you be teaching today?
We will continue from where we ended. That is method of separating mixtures.
Wow, I like the topic, sir.
Great. I have to go to the office of Mrs. Perdita Wasuantwe, the administrator. See you in class.
Yes, Professor RSK.
Hello, class.
Hello, sir, and welcome to the class. Professor, we are grateful to see you in our class again.
Learners, since this is a short class, let us quickly start. Methods of separating mixtures. Most of the time, the substances that we see around us are not in their pure form. They are basically a mixture of two or more substances. Interestingly, mixtures tend to also come in different forms. Therefore, there are several types of separation techniques that are used in separating a mixture of substances. As for the need for separation, it is usually done to remove all the unwanted materials and obtain useful components. Some of the common methods of separating substances or mixtures are 1. Handpicking. This method involves simply picking out all the unwanted substances by hand and separating them from useful ones. The separated substances may be an impurity that has to be thrown away, or maybe that both the separated substances are useful. For example, if you separate black grapes from green ones from a mixture of the two. 2. Threshing. This method is mostly done during the harvesting of crops. Normally, the stalks of the wheat are dried once it is harvested. The grain is then separated from the stalks and grounded into the floor by beating the dry stalks to shake off the dried grains. 3. Winnowing. When the grains are collected from the process of threshing, it needs to be cleared out of husks and chaffs before it is turned into flour. Normally, the separation of the mixture is carried out with the help of wind or blowing air. The husk and chaff are blown away by the strong wind when the farmers drop the mixture from a certain height to the ground. The heavier grains are collected at one place. 4. Sieving. It is done to separate mixtures that contain substances mostly of different sizes. The mixture is passed through the pores of the sieve. All the smaller substances pass through easily while the bigger components of the mixture are retained. 5. Evaporation. Evaporation is a technique that is used in separating a mixture, usually a solution of a solvent and a soluble solid. In this method, the solution is heated until the organic solvent evaporates, where it turns into a gas and mostly leaves behind the solid residue. 6. Distillation. When mixtures consist of two or more pure liquids, then distillation is used. Here the components of a liquid mixture are vaporized, condensed, and then isolated. The mixture is heated and the component which is volatile vaporizes first. The vapor moves through a condenser and is collected in a liquid state. 7. Filtration or sedimentation. Filtration process. The most common method of separating a liquid from an insoluble solid is the filtration. Take, for example, the mixture of sand and water. Filtration is used here to remove solid particles from the liquid. Various filtering agents are normally used, like filtering paper or other materials. B. Sedimentation process. Sedimentation is a process by which heavier impurities present in liquid, normally water, settle down at the bottom of the container containing the mixture. The process takes some amount of time. 8. Separating funnel. Separating funnel is used mainly to segregate two immiscible liquids. The mechanism involves taking advantage of the unequal density of the particles in the mixture. Oil and water can be easily separated using this technique. 9. Magnetic separation. When one substance in the mixture has some magnetic properties, then this method is quite useful. Strong magnets are commonly used to separate magnetic elements. Any question?
Professor RSK, please, I have a question.
Go on and ask.
What are chemical methods of separation?
They are distillation, crystallization, adsorption, membrane procedures, absorption, and stripping. and oxidation are the typical chemical engineering methods of isolation and purification. Any more question?
Sir,
Yes, Swanda.
how can you separate sand and salt?
It either remains in the bath as sand is applied to the bath, or forms a film on the bottom of the bottle. Consequently, sand does not dissolve in water and is insoluble. Through separating the mixture, it is easy to segregate sand and water. Salt by evaporation may be isolated from a solution.
Is Coca-Cola a mixture?
Although the sugar and water are blended equally in the solution, Coca-Cola is a homogeneous mixture. You can also see the basic ingredients in a homogeneous mixture such as Coca-Cola, but heterogeneous means that you can see the basic ingredients such as a salad. Any more question?
No, sir.
Okay, today's lesson has come to an end. Kindly subscribe to our YouTube channels, Eagle Eye Animation and Professor RSK. Do not forget to leave your comments. Thank you.